Good morning, everyone. Chill Girl Chrissy here in Alderman in Ward 6. Welcome to the Chill and Heal Show. We are here to fuel your mind, body, and soul with goodness. Open up. Let's get real. Let's talk about great things. Let's unite and come together. And just remember, you're not alone, and sharing is caring. And I'm so excited to share with you my great friend and co-host, Jim Mara.
How you doing?
And he is from the Sold Out
Show band.
And Kirk, amazing new friend that we just met, but I met his bandmate just a little while ago.
Tyler Morris, yes.
Tyler Morris, and a shout out to Tyler Morris
Yes,
for
indeed.
connecting us.
Yes.
So today's segment is about chilling and healing and what music does. Music and movement really brings joy, and it unites people, and it brings us together.
Yes.
So we wanted to talk about, the beauty and magic of music. And of course, I love to bust a move. And both of these gentlemen have amazing bands that they are a part of, and their shows are coming up. So I wanted to chill and chat. They've already been talking. They just met this moment,
Yeah.
and they already know a lot of people. So can you start, actually, Jim, my co-host.
Yeah, what do you want to know?
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about who you are, or tell the audience.
I am I'm a Manchester native resident. I've been a musician for pretty much my whole life since I was like 12 years old, and I teach music in Goffstown. And I've been a teacher. This is my 28th year teaching, not in Goffstown, but been teaching for a long time. Yeah.
And it's amazing.
Oh, it's amazing.
Thank you for all you do. And we want more music in Manchester. And that's what
Absolutely.
That's what you're doing on
March 30th at the Rex.
At the Rex.
Yeah.
And we love
Yes.
the Rex.
Oh, it's an amazing. It's a great theater. We're really lucky to have something like that here in the city, where you can showcase musicians, bands, anything that they have going on there. So the Palace has done a great job with that theater. So
Yeah, they have.
Fantastic.
Yes, thank you so much
Yeah.
to Peter Ramsey and the whole community, because the whole community gets behind the Palace
Oh,
Theater.
absolutely.
And we need more joy and more arts and more culture in downtown Manchester and
Yes, we do.
throughout. And
Yes.
Kirk, you have an amazing band.
Yes, it's called Cathedral. We are a tribute to the music of Van Halen. Eddie was one of the greats, and Tyler does an incredible job emulating Eddie quite well. We have a great band. We're going to be playing in Rochester on March 8th. Hope to see all our fans down there, and there you go.
Yes.
It's a fun band. We have a great time, and we don't dress the part. We want to let the music do the talking. So when you come to see us, don't expect all the tight pants and all. We are just being us, and we're going to have a great time, and we hope to see you out there, and we know that you'll enjoy the music.
Yeah, it is amazing.
Thank you.
And I always say we need to bring back the 80s. Don't you think?
Indeed.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Go back in time, bring back, small town,
Yeah.
hometown values, but the music really lets our bodies speak, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And we connect. It
Yes.
doesn't matter, whether we're young, we're old. It just doesn't matter. It makes us move. And I actually saw that Jim, at Tuscan Village, which I totally feel like Tuscan Village needs to come to Manchester, 100%.
Yep.
Oh, we love playing there. Whenever we play at Tuscan Village, just the crowd is. If you've never been down there, you need to get down there, because everyone's hanging out. You've got lawn chairs out there. They've got fire pits and everything for adult beverages, and the whole family can come out. It's awesome. You guys ever played there at the Tuscan?
Not yet. We're hoping to.
Oh, it's a fantastic time. Everyone just has a blast.
It is. It's so great. From little kids to older people, they're just hanging out, dancing, and that's what really we need in these times. And
As I said to you,
Yes.
music is the universal language.
Yes.
It doesn't matter who you are. When we get up on stage, we look at an audience and we see all kinds of people out there, and that's all we see. We see fans enjoying themselves and forgetting about everything else that they're going through, a bad day at work, whatever. You've had just a general bad day. You go out and you just get up there and rock and roll and have a good time. And that's what it's all about.
Let your hair down, shake
well,
things off.
A little too much, I think,
Yeah.
Well, I'll whip my hair around. And I'm definitely going to both of your shows.
Oh, it'd be great to see you.
I've been to one of your shows, actually a couple of your shows, and it's just unbelievable. And I made a point to not go away that week so I could go to your show.
Well,
because,
thank you.
Meeting Tyler and connecting with you, like remarkable young man.
Yeah.
And just in the few moments. So can you tell me a little bit about what you do besides your music world?
My music world is, that's me. I do a day gig, and you got to pay the bills.
Yeah.
But my release is music. I've been doing it for a lot of years, and you bring up the 80s. Well, I was in the fray of the 80s out in Hollywood. I was doing the whole Hollywood circuit out there.
You were an it guy.
We were there. We were doing shows in the same places that Poison and Dawkins and all those hair bands were playing. We played Gazzarri's, Sunset Strip. My greatest ending to my career out in California was actually, we played the Rose Bowl in front of 30,000 people, which was, you can't even imagine. You look up and you see 30,000 people. It was amazing. And when I left that stage that day, I was like, man, I had a great career out here in California, and this is the way to top it. And then moved back. I started recording when I got back here, and I have 5 CDs out there, and yeah, there you go.
No, is that solo?
Awesome.
Is that a solo album?
No, actually, I have one solo there, but there's that disc right there was my first production. And it was actually my friend's production. I co-wrote it with him. We have a Christmas CD, which was called, it's the other one. The one with, that one.
This one.
That was with a bunch of friends. I decided I wanted to do something because of just the community. I had a bunch of friends that I wanted to get together and do a Christmas project and make sure that I had friends, but they were also very talented. So when we put this together, I got the best of all my friends, and we got together and we played on that, and we did some really good stuff. I had Ron Finn, Wendy Poor Guy, I can't remember all of them, it's been so long, but it was a fun project, and I will continue playing until probably the day I die. It's just a part of me. And if I can see somebody out there in the audience smiling, rocking with us, that makes my day.
Well, that makes everything worth it. That's why we do what we do.
Yeah, absolutely.
We don't get paid a lot. Actually, we get paid to break down and to set up.
And I've seen you guys. I've seen you guys. You guys are great.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Well, we want to put on a great show. We want everybody moving. We want everybody dancing, and we do a little bit of everything from, I always say, Skinner to Pink, and then Meatloaf, and a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And, and it's kind of a similar scenario. We're a cover band. We want things to sound just like they're supposed to sound, but we're always putting our own, take on it.
Yeah, and you put a great show together.
Thank you. Appreciate it. So I wanted to ask you, how do you balance doing a Van Halen tribute, but also contributing yourself to the music?
To be honest, I actually don't write anymore because the whole, dare I say, the whole download thing, I get literally a 10,000th of a cent per listen for any, so it's not worth it to me. So I put my heart and soul into something like Cathedral, and that does it for me. I enjoy, I will tell you, With this band, I relearned the bass. As an 80s bass player, I played with a pick.
Yeah.
When I got the invite, a friend of mine, Carl Downing, asked me if I would be interested. And I said, yeah, sure. But I realized that Michael Anthony plays a lot with his fingers. So I literally learned the bass, redoing it with my fingers. And I had the unfortunate pleasure of learning this during COVID because nobody was playing out. So I had plenty of time to learn. So you could ask my wife, I was putting the headphones on and I was practicing 3 hours a night to learn this stuff.
Did you fall into musician TikTok? Where you were putting stuff out on little clips out there? For people
No, which is something I know I should do.
I got into TikTok just because I was checking out all the musicians that were broadcasting online, and there are some amazing musicians.
Have you checked out any of Tyler's? Tyler's is.
I did a little bit last night.
Yeah.
Amazing stuff, you know.
Yeah.
So which version of Van Halen are you?
Here you go.
We have to ask.
Okay,
It's
ready?
an important
You ready
question.
for this?
Who are we going to hear?
You're going to hear both.
Oh, that's.
You're going to hear both.
Those are two different bands.
Yeah, exactly. You are going to hear both. That is our claim to fame right now. We play it as it is, as close as possible, and we play both genres. We play both Sammy and we play Dave. Some people aren't a whole lot pleased with it, but you can't please everybody. No. When we do the shows, people are hearing both. And it's really funny, the truth be said, I've run into more females that enjoy the Sammy stuff and more males that enjoy the Dave stuff. Don't know why, but if you put the two together, they're going to have a great show because you're going to get both.
Yeah, you're going to be happy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, are you a little bit more well-liked in your band than Michael Anthony was?
I try to emulate, and yeah, I think we all get along.
That's awesome.
We're friends, and that's very important. When we're done at the end of the show, we go up to the front, we put our arms around each other and do a bow to our fans, and show the friendship.
Yeah.
That's so beautiful.
Because we have a friendship with the fans too.
How long have you guys been together?
I've been with the band for about 2.5 years. Tyler, I think he started about 4 or 5 years ago. It was a dream of his, and it's gone through a few changes. But this lineup is pretty solid, and we really do have a good time. The guys have been asking me to do a bass solo, so at some point in time, you guys are going to see a very unique bass solo. I'm not going to say anything, but it's going to be unique.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
Well, I'm hoping to get you guys in Manchester too.
We are trying.
unbelievable.
We are trying.
Yes.
We'd love to get into the Rex. The Rex is a beautiful venue.
It's so beautiful.
That I think would suit us the best. A venue like that.
Or the summer? Don't they still do a summer concert series?
That
in the park?
The
That would be
Riverfest.
Yeah.
We would love to do that. So many people, and we could spread our musical joy to everybody.
Yes.
And I think they would enjoy the band. Be nice if both of our bands could get
That
up
would be
there.
amazing. That'd be,
Yeah.
Would be great.
Yep, indeed.
And we do a Giddy Up for Prostate Cancer
Nice.
with my good friend Vinny.
Okay.
We did it with the Jimmy LaHoo Band, but he has a great outdoors down at Stark Brewery.
Okay.
And I wanted to connect you and Peter Telge.
That would be great.
Because it was great. You haven't been to that one yet, right?
I have not, no.
Yeah.
No.
So we've been doing it for, I think it's 7 years now. Oh my gosh, time flies.
Yes, it does.
But being outside,
Oh, I love
down by the
outside.
river,
Oh, yeah.
you know, it's just so great.
Yeah.
And picnic tables, people can have
Well,
beers and
that's
food.
when you get those outdoor venues. The whole family can come. You know,
Yeah.
Yes.
That's where I think where we like to see it. You know,
Yeah.
young and old doesn't matter. They're all having a great time.
Yeah,
you know?
indeed.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
And that's what we need to do is
Yeah.
bring the families together, chill out.
Yeah.
Yeah, COVID really
Yeah, it did a number.
damaged
It
so
really
many.
did a number.
So many
Yeah.
bands just kind of like disappeared because they you know, they couldn't stay.
Well, it did a number on even the industry itself.
Oh, yeah.
I go to a convention every year called the NAMM Show.
Okay.
And it basically is, you know, companies showing you their new guitars, basses, everything that you could ever imagine. And I went there this last year with my wife, and I would say it was probably 2/3 what it usually is, and all the big chains like Fender, Gibson, etc. None of them were there because it was just didn't seem like it was worth it to them anymore. And I hate to see that go away because that again is a great place for musicians to connect. I've got so many friends. I go out there now just to see my friends, you know, just to stay connected.
And that's the thing is, it's really about connecting.
Absolutely.
That's so important. That's what COVID, it killed our connection.
Yeah.
But I will say, with the COVID crazy, at least there was the blessings that, you know, you next leveled your bassist.
Oh, absolutely. I took full advantage of it, you know, and I mean, I took advantage of other things too. I mean, my wife and I like to cruise, and we went during a time where there were restrictions, and we were like, you know what, we want to go on a cruise. We're going to go.
Yeah.
So we dealt with the restrictions, and something to be said about a cruise ship that's half full. I'm just saying.
I worked on cruise ships for about 1.5 years.
Yep.
It's right out of college. That's what I did for a job. That's where I met my wife, and I'd go back in a heartbeat.
I love cruising.
Kirsty.
Oh, yeah, she's pretty
Oh my
cool.
God, she's amazing. She's amazing. Well, all right, so I always have presents for my guests.
Thank
At
you.
least I think I do.
All right.
Thank you.
Kirsty, and your wife is?
Irene.
Irene. So this is my Brow Up and Lip Seal, and I love it, and I love to share because everyone can use a little brow shaping if they choose.
Yep.
But it's a universal color because I'm all about universal. I want everyone to feel, you know, beautiful. I want everyone to feel comfortable, and I try and keep things as simple as possible. And that's how we are at Chill.
Yeah.
But yeah, it
Keeping it
is. It's
simple.
really about connecting. And I love cruising, but I have not been on a cruise for a long, long time. I would go every single year. My family would go. We actually did a big Chill Girls cruise, and we took our families.
There you go.
And it was amazing. But I chose not to.
Right.
I wouldn't. And so this is the freedom of choice. And this is what I always believe in respecting and loving. And it's a choice.
Yep.
If you want to do this, you can do this. If you want to do this, you do this. And then there's no disrespect. It's just I chose not to do any of those things.
Right.
I actually lost my aunt, my favorite aunt, because I would not get vaccinated.
Yep.
So the government restrictions on us was not okay. And it divided our families. And to me, I want to unite us again.
Absolutely.
And it's like not, you know, us against them or whatever. Because obviously, it's like we got to make choices for ourselves. And life is full of choices. But we don't have to push our feelings on other people.
Right.
And that's the big thing. What's good for me might not be good for you, might not be good for you, you know.
True.
But you could still be kind to me, you know what I mean, as long as I'm not being rude, you know.
Yeah.
And I don't have to push my stuff on you, and you don't have to push, you know. So the beauty is freedom of choice. And let me tell you, I love cruising, and I can't wait to get back to cruising.
It's beautiful.
Because it was one of my favorite things, and I always actually wanted to work on a cruise ship.
Yeah.
I thought, well, I could, you know, cut
That
hair.
is hard work.
And,
Well,
but then you married the love of your life.
Yeah, no, it wasn't hard work. I always say, people ask, like, you know, what was it like working there? I'm like, I worked 12 hours a week.
Yeah.
And some of those hours were play a song, watch a show, take a break.
Yeah.
Play the same song, watch a show.
Oh,
And
okay.
I was done. You know, it was like, but then there were some nights where we played, you know, 5 to 6, then 7 to 8, then 8:30 to 9:30, and we'd be playing all night.
So it wasn't quite so hard for you because you were a
wasn't hard for me,
musician.
yeah.
But from what I understand, the actual workers who you know who
Day in and out.
they do like 12-hour shifts, and
Because they are at your service literally when you're a guest on a cruise ship.
they always have to smile.
Yes.
They have to, you know. So you feel good. I
love it.
Every time we go on a cruise, it's like You know, the favorite saying, especially on one cruise ship that we go on, cruise line that we go on, is washy washy, and they're
Oh, yes.
very, you know,
Washy-washy.
wash the hands. And that cruise line did not have a whole lot of issues because they'd be spraying antiseptic on people's hands.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Which is, you know, washy-washy. I love
Washy
it.
washy, it's smart.
Clean
Wash
up,
those hands.
clean
Yeah.
up. Everybody do their share. Clean
Yes.
up. Well, maybe we need to create a Chill and Heal cruise together and rock out.
Bring
That
some
would be
musicians.
cool.
Bring some musicians.
Yeah.
That would be amazing because we all love cruising.
Absolutely.
And we love uniting people.
Yep.
And music is, you know, the language.
It's the international language. It's the only language that I think people really can sit down and there's no barriers.
Yeah.
It's like,
Which
there-
is.
and yeah, you got different genres and different strokes for different folks, but
Yes.
music still unites everybody.
Yes.
It's like, there's even some genres where I'll go, well, it's not my thing.
Right.
But boy, that guitarist, wow.
Wow.
He's good.
Yes.
You know?
Yes, I totally agree. Brendan, can we do Jim's little clip and Kirk's clip too of the music? This way we can feel it. That is amazing.
Yeah, it's cool.
Can you play the Van Halen Cathedral? I think a little bit of it. I think I sent the YouTube over. Let's see. Yeah, I was chatting with Tyler a lot,
Right.
who is amazing.
Yes.
And so 3-time Grammy?
Two-time Grammy
Two-time Grammy?
nominated in the blues category, I believe it was.
Is he a New Hampshire native?
No, he's actually from, I think,
Massachusetts?
Massachusetts,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Was he like a Berkeley guy?
I honestly, that much of it, I don't know. All I know is he's been playing since, you know, I think he was before 12.
And
He's
was
been-
he like always like, was he an Eddie Van Halen, like, I want to play like him type of person?
No, I think what he said to me, I think was, I think it was when Panama came out. It was like, wow, a wow moment for
Yeah,
him,
yeah.
you know, and he was totally enthralled, and I guess that's when he really got into it.
Like all those like neoclassical lines that,
Oh.
that Eddie plays, yeah.
You got to come out and see it sometime.
well, absolutely. I'm gonna check it out.
He does the
Marty.
whole
Yeah.
behind his back thing, and he does it really well.
Well, Eddie Van Halen was just such an unbelievable musician. Well, keyboardist first, I think, right? I think they both
Keyboard
learned, him and Alex both.
They
learned
actually
piano.
they actually swapped.
They
I guess.
swapped, yep.
Alex was originally playing guitar, and Eddie was playing
Playing drums.
drums, and for some reason they swapped around, and thankfully they did because
Yeah,
the
I
rest
heard-
is
I heard-
history.
It was like Alex was said, you know, he was learning some Spanish guitar, gypsy
Yeah.
guitar thing, and Eddie picked up the guitar and in a couple of weeks was playing what he had been working on. Alex had been working on it for months.
Yep.
And he's like, okay, you know, so then that was it from there.
Gifts.
Yeah.
Amazing gifts.
Yeah. Yeah.
And amazing gifts that you actually work, you know, intensively work at
Right.
too, to master.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, I mean, we just want to put on a good show for people to enjoy. You know.
Yeah.
And not to harp on COVID, but it was such impactful. It was
Yeah.
hard for me to keep practicing
Oh,
during that time
Yeah.
period because I did not know what I was practicing for.
Yeah.
I did not know if I was going to be able to play for somebody again.
And see, that's where it was different for me, because I had the opportunity to play with Tyler and do the Van Halen thing, and I was like, oh, I'm motivated. That's it.
You're like, that's
And
it.
put the headphones on, and I went into my own little world. And I mean, I'd be practicing, and I'm like, wow, I just practiced for 3 hours and didn't even realize it.
Because you had no
That
place
is
else to
so
go.
amazing.
You know,
Because you get yourself into a zone.
Yeah.
You know?
Who's your go-to bass player? You turn on.
Oh.
You're gonna listen to one bass player. Who's it gonna be?
Oh, please.
I know. I have a hard time answering the same question.
Geddy Lee is one. Billy Sheehan is another. There's just so many.
Yeah.
Just like the whole guitar thing. Who's the greatest guitarist? I don't know. They're all great in their own way. What genre? Okay, I don't know.
Yeah. I go to Jaco Pastorius.
Oh, there you go.
I mean, he's
Yeah.
my.
I
He
saw him.
plays like a. You saw him?
Yes, I did. Jocko. Yep. The three acoustics. It was Jocko, John McLaughlin, and who was the other guy? I know Steve Morse also played with them, but it was.
Oh man.
Just
was that in Florida?
No, that was actually at the Orpheum Theater a few years back.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and it was so amazing. I remember being just hypnotized by these guitarists just playing acoustic and just. You know, some people might go, well, this is boring. When you really get into the moment, it's not boring. It's almost soothing.
It's
It
soulful.
hypnotized me watching them. It was incredible.
Well, and
Helps
he's
people
one of
truly
those.
chill people out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, but he's like one of those guys that just he plays. He doesn't play like a bass player. He plays like
yes.
something else.
Excuse me, I had a different. I was thinking of somebody else. The bass player. He passed away, right?
Jocko?
Yeah, Jocko.
Oh yeah, he was.
Yeah,
he was actually he was injured
in a fight, wasn't it?
In a fight, he got thrown out of the club.
I mixed the names up. My bad. Yeah, that guy is a monster on
he's
bass.
unbelievable.
Well, you guys are amazing.
Oh, thank
and
you.
I know we have to wrap it up.
Okay.
And I want to have everyone come out to see at the Rochester Opera House.
March 8th.
March 8th, Cathedral.
Cathedral, yep.
Van Halen tribute.
Yes.
So we all need to let our hair down.
Yep, if you got it.
And rock it out.
Yep.
And Jim, you're
March 30th
March
at the
30th
Rex.
at the Rex.
Yep.
Which is amazing. And this Saturday, we will be at the Dairy Field from 7 to 11 for an 80s band, 80s dance party.
Nice.
Thank you very much. And that's from Make-A-Wish. And you know what? We need to chill and heal our nation. And thank you so much for coming out.
Thank you for the invite.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yes.
And any last thing you want to say?
Support live music. Go out there and listen to a band.
Keep the music alive.
Yep.
Keep the music
The
alive.
TV will be there when you get home. Just go see some bands. Support us.
Yep.
Yes.
Especially local music.
Absolutely.
You know, it's you that keeps the music alive. Come out and see us.
Until next time, stay chill and rock on, and let's heal this world together. We love you. God bless, and thank you.